I was born in Saigon, Vietnam, in the middle of the war, and my family immigrated to America along with a lot of the other Vietnamese diasporas in 1975. We actually left 1 week before the fall of Saigon, and we came to California, where we had some family and sort of restarted our lives. My name is Anthony Pho. I am an adult nurse practitioner by training, and at Stanford I am a postdoctoral scholar with the PRIDE study, which is a large-scale and longitudinal study of LGBTQ people within the Department of Medicine. To be a postdoc at Stanford or a clinical scholar is not just inspiring, but it's a place that challenges your thinking, that helps you to grow as a professional. It's a very unique situation as someone who does LGBTQ health research to work in a place where your bosses come from the community that you come from. You have a shared identity literally with the people that you work with, who are there to not only relate with you as another queer person, but also to relate with you in your shared desire to advocate for your community. I work with LGBTQ patients who experience a lot of discrimination and stigma in their lives, let alone their healthcare. The joy of my profession is sitting down with a patient and having them say to me, I've never been able to ask that question before. I've never been able to feel so comfortable with a provider. Great, one here. Okay, one more listen. The folks that work within Stanford in the LGBTQ health program have essentially devoted their lives to the improvement of queer health for queer people everywhere and making sure that our people are counted and that our communities actually have a place at the table when we look at research that is for the community and by the community. I definitely felt like I was an other growing up. I was very conscious of the fact that I did not come from mainstream American culture. When I was younger, I just wanted to fit in, and I just wanted to be like any other American family.
Tight, and you seal it with the water. You can also use egg white.
Yeah.
You can do the next one so you can learn. Practice make perfect.
Or permanent.
Here, there you go.
My mother is a remarkable person. She's an incredible role model to me. I've always said to my mother, you taught me well because you have the heart and soul of a nurse. And she always said to me, but I'm not a nurse, I didn't go into healthcare. And I said, oh, but you did, Mom. Everything that you taught me about the human condition, the care of another human being. Why am I so passionate about LGBTQ health in terms of advocating for LGBTQ people, not just from a clinical care point of view or training the next generation of clinicians, but also research? Because we have this terrible history and we have work to do. There are huge health disparities within our community. We're learning that these health disparities aren't just sexually transmitted infections and aren't just HIV. We're learning that they are cancer. They are chronic cardiovascular disease as well. And when you layer on top of that race and ethnicity and combine intersectional identity with sexual orientation and gender identity, it's worse, not better. Patient care is grounding because it is the day-to-day work. It reminds me of the community that I'm serving with my research. And it informs how I think about the hypotheses, the questions that I want to ask. That is the human being that is behind the research.